Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between these two Roomba 405s. Now, I didn't realize they had two models of 405s till I was on Amazon and I saw this Amazon only one. So they're saying this is a G181. And the one from the Roomba website is G185. You can buy both of these on Amazon, which I did. It's just they've got these classifications now. So there's the 405. They call it Amazon exclusive. And if you scroll down here, the 185, it's on sale for $549, and this one's full price. Now, I'm sure that'll flip-flop once in a while. I don't know, but I bought both of these with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, but I do use links. So if you purchase a product using my link, the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It's a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these honest reviews. And honestly, there's no difference. If somebody knows, leave it in the comments. I've spent hours researching this. I can't find any difference between these two. The only thing I saw was this one came with an extra dust bag, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Why there would be two models with no difference whatsoever. Maybe it's inside that I can't figure out, but as far as the literature that is provided with these, it's exactly the same. Now, at the $800 price tag, that's too much for what you're getting, and I'll explain that in this video. But even at $550, you can get a little bit better robot. The Eufy X10 goes on sale. That's a better robot. The Mova P10, this is the P10 Pro, but if you get the P10, it's on sale for $400. It's a better robot. They sell a Dream L10S and this Roborock Q Revo S. It's under $500, and it's a much, much better robot. Now in this video, I'm just going to talk about the features. I may show one of them cleaning or something, but I have detailed reviews on both of these if you want to see exactly how they clean. For me, again, it comes down to price point. I'm glad to see they have LiDAR. They've made such improvements. If you do end up getting one of these, you're going to have a relatively good user experience. But for those other robots, you can just get a little bit more for your money. Okay, so both of these robot vacuum cleaners appear to be the same. The G185 did come in the box with an extra dust bag. So I do like that both of these robots have LiDAR navigation. They do a good job of mapping your house. And since they map your house, these robot vacuum cleaners will vacuum and mop in nice straight lines. And in the app, you can see where it is and where it's cleaned. Now, where both of them lack is in the obstacle avoidance. They have the same sensor up front. This sensor is really for helping it dock, finding the docking station when it's out cleaning. It's not really for obstacle avoidance. If the obstacle is above 4 inches and the spinning LiDAR can bounce a signal off of it, it does an okay job. But if it's low to the ground, both of these robots are typically going to run it over and they could get entrapped. But the nice thing about it is, in the app, you can put no-go zones. So if you've got a computer with a bunch of cables on the ground, just put a no-go zone around and these robots will stay away from that area. And they do it just by the app. You don't have to put physical barriers around it or nothing. I like that they both have physical buttons. You got a home button and a power button. That's also a start and a pause button. So if you're walking by the robot and it's bothering you, just walk up to it, hit the home button, and the robot will go home. Both of these have clean water tanks. So you're going to fill these up with clean water. That clean water is used to wash the mop pads. Now, neither robot has an internal water tank. So the base station sets the wetness of the mop pads when it washes them. Now, you can't adjust that wetness, so it's going to be the same wetness for all cleaning modes. But the first thing it's going to do is it's going to wash the mop pads, and that sets the wetness level. And then it's going to go out and clean your floors, mop your floors. After a certain amount of square footage, which you set in the app, the robot will come back, rewash the mop pads, and go out and continue mopping again. Now, both of them have a carpet sensor, and they can lift their mop pads. So when they sense carpet, they can lift their mop pads. Now, if your carpet's really tall, it is going to drag the mop pads on that type of carpet. But if your carpet's low profile, it is able to lift it up above that. So in theory, the robot is going to be spinning the mop pads. The mop pads are going to be wet. That's going to capture the dirt, and then it's going to take it back to the base station where they're going to get cleaned down here. So both of them just use room temperature water. The clean water is just directed down here. They spin the mop pads, and then they suck the water up into the dirty water tank. At the end of the job, Both of them are going to blow blow room temperature air onto the mop pads to dry them to help prevent odor. And we can see down here in this docking station, it is both the same. There's a little filter you're going to have to clean once in a while. And in the app, you can tell it to clean this area. They both have a single brush roller. Now, long hairs are going to get wrapped around the ends. So you can see they don't necessarily get wrapped around the brush roller, but they get directed to the ends where it's easy to take them apart. You're simply going to this end. You got to rotate it one way or the other. Whoops. And then that's where you take the long hairs off. This is by design. But if you do have some long hairs, there's a little tool right here, and you can cut them off of the brush roller. And then put the tool back. They both have a side brush that just spins. It doesn't extend it into the corner. This is a free spinning wheel. These are your drive wheels. This is how the robot gets around. And they both have the same cliff sensors. So these little glass windows are so it won't fall down your stairs. Now when they vacuum your house, everything's going to go into the dustbin. And here's the dustbin on both of them. They've got the same filter. It's the exact same dustbin. And when they come back to the base station, there's another vacuum that's going to kick on in here, and it's going to suck everything into the dust bag, and you just have to replace that dust bag about every 2 to 3 months. They both take the exact same dust bag. And everything gets sucked out right here. Out this little plastic door right here. Okay, the Roomba 405 is going to start cleaning that room. It's going to wash the mop pads. That's also going to set the wetness level. Okay, let's see how the 405 is going to clean. So there are some long hairs wrapped around the side brush on that one also. Now once it does the perimeter of the room, it's going to go back and forth and make the straight lines. And I've got this, it's going to do 2 passes too. And again, no onboard water tank. The wetness was set by when it washed the mop pads at the base station. But it is mopping, it is getting the floor wet. And in the app, we can see right where it's mopping also. So I don't know if it's going to avoid that shoe or not. No, it's not going to avoid that shoe. The shoe's not heavy enough to hit the bumper. And the obstacle avoidance sensor on the front cannot sense it. All right. Not too bad of a job for the first pass. Oops, couldn't get that popcorn seed. All right, now the Roomba's doing the second pass. The first pass was left-right. Now the second pass is going to go up-down. Maybe it can get that popcorn seed. Nope. Maybe it did. Nope. There it is. Okay, so it's got to return to the dock and wash its pad. And then it's going to come back and finish this. That's because under the settings, the pad wash frequency, I did have it set on 50 square feet. I should have had it set on 100. Okay, it's back from washing its mop again, and it's going to pick up where it left off. Yeah, it's doing a good job since it washed that mop pad, and it's clean and wet again. There's a little bit of dirt left in the crevice. Other than that, it is pretty clean.
Returning home to charge.
Okay, so it's all done cleaning this room. It's going to go back, wash the mop pad, and dry it in room temperature air. Auto empty the dustbin. So again, as you can see, I can't find a difference. If you know, let me know in the comments and let me know how you found it, because that's the one thing Roomba has been, oh my gosh, I've got that misspelled. That's hilarious. My wife will like that. She's always catching all my misspellings, so I got to fix that. But that's the Roomba 405 versus the Roomba 405. See, there's the difference. I found it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Again, those other ones I showed you are a little bit better. But again, if you end up getting one of these, which a lot of people are, they're going to sell a lot of these. I mean, they got this, it's a different model number at Costco, which I'm going to get. I'm going to start buying Costco Roombas. Thankfully, though, at Walmart, they're still using the 405 name. So they're not having a separate model for there, but they do this. And they've started this with Amazon. This whole new lineup has a whole new model number for the different models. That's another video. Now, if you want a quick, easy access to the robots that I approve after my extensive testing, user interface, just absolutely love these robots, justadadapproved.com. In there, you'll see, and I'll have little boxes that say, buy this on Amazon. And if you click on that box, it takes you to Amazon, and the product won't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It's a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these honest reviews. Again, Roomba wouldn't want me to say this about this. And why two models? I get it. I get it. It's all way above my pay grade with marketing and big companies wanting their own. It makes it hard for me because I had to buy both to verify that they're the same. Because I've done videos a couple years ago where I'd be like, oh no, this one's exactly the same. And then somebody'd be like, no, they're different. So then I've had to start buying these models. I'll definitely keep them for future reference and future cleaning. But I could return one of these because I'm not missing out on anything. But again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. Again, if you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.